Look at her. Trixie Mattel.
The skinniest biological woman I've ever seen. I could just cry. She's so beautiful, and she's such an amazing person, and she's so, it's such an honor that she asked me to be a part of her cosmetics line, because she's the easiest person in the world to work with. She loves my vision, and she nurtures my creative input about everything, and for her to just give me free range on, formulating this product and trusting me with it, you know what I mean? Because it's not my cosmetics line. And like, for all she knew, I could have been lazy about it and not really put, the real testing into it. But like, for her to trust me and give me this opportunity to share a little piece of her growing empire has just been really special. And she's one of my favorite to go back and forth with on Twitter, so I love me some Trixie.
Now, what was that phone call like? Because I'm sure that her makeup line was shrouded in secrecy at the time that she called you. So what was that phone call?
Well, it wasn't even, I don't know if it was actually a phone call. It was more of like, she just like hit me up and she was like, Farrah, I'm doing a cosmetics line, and there's no one else in the world that I would want to do a highlighter with but you. So like, either you come on board and do my highlighter, or I just won't ever release one.
Wow.
So I was like, oh my God, Trixie's such a dream come true, let's do it. So from then on, the process started immediately.
And what is exactly that process? Like, so it's your first day at the lab. What do you say to them? What do they say to you? How does that go down?
Well, I don't want to give away too much of the process. However, it's a lot of, I had to type up about a 4 or 5 page essay about every highlighter I've ever used, and what I wanted to take from each formula and what I didn't like about each formula. And then from there, they create several for you to try. And then, so until I try all of those with makeup, without makeup, and boy makeup, and drag makeup, all my friends that have different skin tones, then I could say, this worked on this one didn't work on this one. I really like this from this one, but I didn't like this from this one. And then they start just sort of, they go in with that input, and you just kind of get to that point where you finally finish with the final one.
Yeah, fun. Look at her, your mother. Giving an Andy Warhol effect in this look right here.
I feel like I should just, at this point, just like make maybe an apology. I feel like when we were doing the All Stars 4 press, we were doing the Build interview, and they had asked us what we had thought of RuPaul's looks, but then after they said, without revealing anything about the season. So I jokingly said, oh, they're all the same. Not trying to be shady, but just like not trying to give away anything.
Did a laser dot appear in your head? Did a laser dot appear in your head?
Yes, well, not necessarily, but like I remember as soon as it came out of my mouth, and then Gia had jumped in and was actually like trashing Ru. It was gonna. I knew it was gonna come off as me being shady to her, and I never in a million years would have wanted to come off that way. And I am so obsessed with Ru showing her legs on the last couple seasons, and I think that. She's so beautiful and just such an amazing role model for people, and what she has done with not only a bunch of like kids that have gone through so much in their lives that have had to fight to be who they are, to give us this platform to inspire more kids and create more of this artistic, truthful beauty in people throughout the world. I think it's also really special that she just makes dreams happen and is just so beautiful,
Yeah. Have you gotten a chance, did you have in All Stars have any non-judges table moments with her, or have gotten a chance to chat with her offset?
My favorite moment I had with RuPaul was after the season 9 reunion. Remember all the drama went down?
Yeah.
And I was wasted.
At the reunion?
I was wasted for the last, 20 minutes of it.
Oh, snap. That's tea.
It's not tea. You could tell. She actually looked at me, and she goes, Farrah Moan, I think you're drunk. But afterwards, you know how they go, and let the music play, and we're dancing. I like danced up to RuPaul, and I was like, thank you so much for putting me on this show. I know I don't have any talent, but thank you so much. And I had never seen RuPaul laugh so hard before. Like, just getting to make her laugh was very special. But I'm just so appreciative of all the opportunities she has given me. I mean, I never in a million years thought that my idol in the whole world would know that I exist. I never thought that I'd be touring the world with Chad Michaels, with my favorite movie in the whole world.
Yeah.
I never thought that I'd be, shit, I even ended up at a party in the Hollywood Hills one night taking shots with Miley Cyrus.
Wow.
So I've gotten to do so many cool things. I got to meet Dolly Parton. I mean, I've traveled the world. I've been to Paris and Italy, and none of that would have been possible without RuPaul seeing something in the little 22-year-old I was in my audition tape and seeing a star in me and bringing me onto the show. So I'll always be so grateful for that, and I love you, Ru.
Look at her.
Oh.
There she is, Valentina.
There she is, Valentina.
Now, you said that you guys really have a great bond right now.
Yes, I think that, you know, my experience with her on All Stars, she was just so graceful and so kind, and, you know, she was just so real. And we actually got ready next to each other in the workroom. We sat in the same spots we did in season 9, and, you know, I feel like if I hadn't done All Stars, I probably wouldn't have rekindled in the way that we have. But you know, she's really busy and I'm really busy, but we still make time to like try and catch up with each other. And if we're both in LA, you know, she's just a really special person, and she is so creative and just so beautiful. And I'm really happy for everything that's going on for her. So I can't wait to see her again sometime soon.
What was, after your season, we all saw the dramatic reunion, You Don't Love Me, all the rest. Did you guys talk after that? Or was that like a no talking until All Stars?
Yeah, there was no, I mean, that was such a moment because I took it upon myself to bring some personal drama on national television. And, you know, though I had tried to reach out to her, and I looking back on it, there was more I probably could have done to try and get a hold, like, not take her lack of reply as a, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's never appropriate to, you know, take someone's moment from them when they're winning an award. There was other points in the reunion where I could have brought that up, you know what I mean? Like when everyone was talking about her like 30 minutes prior, I could have done it then, but there were so many people talking, and, you know, I just am happy that, you know, she's able to have recovered from the sort of trauma of that, because, you know, if we're going to talk about mental health, like, you know, imagine being on a, you know, national television show and having everyone gang up on you when you're winning an award. Like, that doesn't feel good for anyone. And, like, obviously, like, that was something she had to work through for a really long time. And so I just hope that she will always know that I'm endlessly sorry for that. And I'm just so happy that we're able to move forward as adults and just like leave sort of all that behind, and also understand that we made good TV.
You did.
You know, and that's what we have to sort of chalk it up to. And at the end of the day, be real people about it. You know what I mean? Like, not just hurt each other and then say, oh, it's just TV, gorge. You know what I mean? Boop.
And you, oop.
And I, oop.
Look out. Shea Coulee, God, stunning.
I love that photo. She looks so good in yellow. Shea Coulee, like, is probably the person I'm closest with out of anyone from season 9, and she knows me like the back of my hand, and she's sort of also that friend for me. You know how you need to have those friends that keep you grounded? And, like, sometimes I can get caught up in my feelings about something and be kind of a little bit intense and maybe a little bit crazy. And Shay is always the one that, like, if, you know, she won't let me get carried away and something, she'll bring me back and be like, no, Farrah, like, you look at yourself, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And, you know, we both are kind of that way with each other, and we both really keep it real, and I think that's why we have such a solid friendship. And we've traveled the whole world together, we've gone on vacations together, and I've had some of the most best memories that I'll remember for the rest of my life with her. And she's gonna be here for DragCon in a couple of weeks, so I'm super excited to see her. And she's just such a good person, and she inspires me every time that we hang out to not only be a better person in general, but just a better entertainer and a better. We'll go back and forth about costume designs that we have, and like give each other little like this and that. She's just one of those friends that you can just be so creative with and so real with.